Hello, how are you? So happy you're back. Today we've got a fun project. We are going to be drawing a Christmas tree made out of blobs. And then inside the blobs, you're going to write everything that you are grateful for. I'll show you what I mean. So this is how it will turn out. Each one of these blobs starts small and gets bigger. And you will write inside of it everything that you are grateful for. So I'm grateful for all these things. I'm going to hang it up on my refrigerator so my family can see it and so I can be reminded about how blessed I am. So if you're ready to get started, let's go. First, you will need a piece of mixed media paper, a pencil, a Sharpie, and watercolors. Water to rinse out your brush, and paper towels to dry off your brush. So go ahead and grab those supplies, and when you're done, we will get started. Are you back with all your art supplies? All right, let's get started. First, I'm going to tear out a sheet of my mixed media paper. This is the Strathmore mixed media. It's 9 by 12. You can use any size you want, or you can use watercolor paper if you want. Next, we are going to be taking our marker, our Sharpie. And if you want to draw this out with pencil first, then you sure can. I think I'm actually going to grab a pencil and do that. So if you want to grab one too, go grab one now, or you could just use your Sharpie. All right, so here's my pencil. There is an artist, her name is Martha Rich, and she does these great blob paintings. And we're going to be using that for inspiration for this. The first thing we're going to do is draw our tree. We want to leave a little room for the star and the stem. So let's start about maybe an inch down, a little bit more than an inch. And we're going to draw smaller blobs to start, and then they're going to expand into bigger blobs. So your blobs can look like little water drops. Now, you can't really see this, so I'm actually going to switch to a Sharpie so you can see it. So we got our first water droplet. And then we're going to start similar at the top and draw one on the other side. Okay? So they don't have to be perfectly the same size. It's actually going to be better visually if they are just a little different. And then you're just going to continue to draw little blob shapes underneath your first ones. And so the curve of the bottom of your first blob will kind of resemble the curve around your second ones. Okay, so do you see kind of where we're going? And so we're going to keep drawing these blobs till they're bigger, till about right here. So let's do the next one on both sides. And it looks like I'm starting to be a little off center. And I guess that's just what my tree wants to do. It wants to be off centered. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to let it go and continue, because you know what? Art is a process, and you are sharing that process with what you're working on. So here is my next one. I'm getting bigger each time. And then I think I'm going to draw one more. And then I'm going to draw the little square for the trunk. And then up top, I'm going to draw a star. All right, so there is our tree. We've got some room here so we can think about later, or at least I do, if I want to fill that up with anything, or maybe I can cut this part out off if it bothers me too much. Okay, so this tree is the grateful tree. So now I want you to write in each one of these blobs something that you have been grateful for or are grateful for right now. So you don't have to go in order of importance, but I think I might. For the smaller ones, I'll do smaller things and then I'll lead up to the big things that I'm grateful for. So I'm definitely going to start with the Sophia and Stefan, who are my kids. So I'm just going to take my Sharpie and write in their names. If you watch closely, I am making them fit in the shape of this blob, right? So my S is bigger and then my A is smaller. So then I have Stefan. So I'll start with a smaller S and start to get bigger as I progress. And you can see I'm also using some uppercase letters mixed with some lowercase letters. And then, of course, I'll have to put my husband, Matt, because I'm grateful for him too. So that will be the next one. So go ahead and just start writing in yours. Then my dog, Parker, who is sitting on my chair right now. So I'm sitting up and she is sitting right behind me. Okay. I'm also grateful for you and the art gang. So I'm going to put the art gang. Then I'm also grateful for all of my UNL students and working at UNL. So I'm going to put UNL here. UNL is the University of Nebraska Lincoln, if you're not aware or from Lincoln. The next thing I'm going to put in is my positive attitude. I really am thankful for that. I'm going to put in positivity. 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 I think I spelled that right. And then, of course, my whole family, which probably should have been earlier, but it's okay. They know they're important to me. Then I will put in, I'm grateful for laughter. So I'm going to put that in. The more you laugh, the better you feel. So always try to have a laughing episode at least 3 times a day, right? And then what else should I put? I'm thankful for all my art supplies. So I'm going to put that in. Art. I'm just going to put art. No, I'm going to put in supplies. Supplies. I'm going to put in my health because I'm grateful for my health. And my best friend. I'm going to put in my BFF. All right, so once you have your whole tree drawn and filled in, now we're going to take our watercolors and we're going to start painting this. So we used a Sharpie because when we use the watercolors, it will not bleed. So here is up to you to use your creativity of which paints you want to use. I am going to do each one of these a different color. And then I think I'm going to paint the background a different color too. So let's get started. Now I like bright colors. And even though this is a Christmas tree, I'm going to start with orange. I'm not going to do it with greens, all greens as much. And you can make your watercolors thicker or thinner, depending on how much water you put in. And I am sure I'm going to be going outside of the lines a little bit. And so that is okay. I kind of like that. I'm actually going to do it on purpose. Awesome. Now, one thing I do like about using all different colors is is using the same color twice. So this orange is big. So I'm going to do a smaller blob up here in orange too, kind of balance it out. All right. And then next, I think I'm going to use this yellow. And I'm going to do the yellow here in the middle. Now I'm going to do some pink or magenta. I'm going to do this here. Actually, this looks like red. That's okay. This one will be red. Oh, yes, Parker. Yes, red. Oh, that's scary. And then I'll do a little bit more up here to balance that out. Oh, now it's pink. You know what happened? I had a little too much yellow in my brush still. So I guess this one wanted to be red. Gotta go with the flow. I mean, how many times do we get to just make all these things just roll off our backs? Because it doesn't really matter if something doesn't go as planned. That's the whole fun of it to me. All right, so next I'm going to do purple. You know, purple and orange are on the opposite side of the color wheel. So I'm going to do this purple next to this orange and balance it off here. How's yours coming? All right, now we're going to do a little green. I also have all these I can't forget about. I'll do this bright green. I'll do that here. And see, I went on the lines there. Well, you can't see, but I did. And I didn't mean to, but because I've done it on purpose, it doesn't matter. Okay, put a little bit more of that green over here in the art supplies. Let's see, I have a really cool turquoise I'm going to try. I'll put this over here by the in between the orange and the yellow, since blue is on the other side. Oh, and look at that. That's an accident. I'll show you close up. There's a little white there, but I'm going to leave it because I like it. And I might actually do it on purpose for this. I think I'm going to use the same color. Let's see, where did it go? Here it is. I'm going to try to leave a little bit of white there because I like the way it looks. Awesome. All right, I have one more color. Let's see, what should it be? I think I'm going to do another yellow. Kind of balance this up. All right. So next we will do the stem of your tree. I'm going to do mine brown, but of course you could do it any color you want. Trees don't have to have brown stems. They could have pink stems or blue stems. You're the artist. You get to decide. And I am going to do, well, no, I don't want to do a pink star because that BFF is pink. Let's see. Maybe I'll do this green again. All right. So now you get to decide what you want to do next. If you want to leave it as is, if you want to paint a different colored background, if you want to cut offs to make it even. I have not tried the black before, and I am not afraid to try it on the background here. Now, I might mess it up, I might not like it, but then I'll know for next time whether I like it or not. But I'm not going to be nervous about trying it. I can always do another version of this if I want without the black. So I'm going to just go for it. Now, if you want as well, if you don't want to use watercolor, you can use colored pencil for the background. You can use acrylic paint, craft paint, any color you want, or any medium you want. I really like to draw bright colors and then use dark backgrounds. Okay, I'm going to just speed through this so you can hit pause and finish yours up as I finish mine up, and then we'll be back to see it. I'll be back to see it. Okay. All right. So here it is with the black on it. Now, I had a little bit of inspiration as I was doing the black that I thought I'm going to go back in with some dark blue and kind of just do a little dark blue every once in a while just to add a little bit more to it. So I think I'm going to do that next. A lot of times when you're doing art, you'll start one thing and then you'll get an idea or inspiration for something else. And that's how the creativity flows. I also messed up a few times here where my black went over and I said, oops, and just moved on. So I'm not going to get upset about it. All right, I like that. Now I'm inspired to do more colors. So I think I'm going to do a dark purple as well. Once you are done painting, I think I'm going to go back and just go over these lines so they're just a little bit thicker. And I think I might just cut this so I don't need this section here. I'm just going to go over this with a thicker Sharpie. For just a little bit more contrast. Right, so once you have it where you like it, I just rewrote all that. I am going to take this white that came with this set, and I'm just going to, looks like I have to, nope, I'm going to put a little bit on this palette right here, just a bit, and I'm going to do little snowflakes. So let's see, where is my paintbrush? Get that all cleaned out. I just wipe it off with paper towel. I'm just going to dip the tip in here and just do little kind of X's. Some bigger, some smaller, some little dots here and there. Just give this background a little bit more interest, especially if you used a dark color. You could also use a white paint pen or a white gel pen for this if you don't have white watercolor, or you can use a white just craft paint. Doesn't have to be watercolor. Just using the very tip of my paintbrush so the lines are thin. Some dots. Maybe one more over here. Or two. Or dots. I love dots. If you don't know me, pretty much everything I do at some point will turn into having dots on it. It's like snow. I'm going to even put some in the colored parts. Like it's snowing. See, that's just inspiration I got because I just started doing this. It's not pre-planned. All right. Now the last thing, you have to sign it. So I'm going to sign mine, love, Jen. I hope you enjoyed listing all the things that you're grateful for. And you can hang this up on the refrigerator so everyone can see it. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Make sure to post a picture of it in the band app. We'll see you next time. Bye.